Hey everyone, and welcome to the show. Today we're diving into the wacky world of kids suing their parents. You heard that right? We're talking lawsuits, legal battles, the whole shebang. It's like Judge Judy, but with juice boxes and temper tantrums. We've got kids suing over everything from Christmas presents to Facebook photos, and trust me, you won't believe some of these cases. It's like, did that really just happen? So buckle up, grab your gavel, and get ready to laugh, and maybe cringe a little at these hilarious lawsuits you won't believe. Think your childhood was tough? Wait until you hear about these kids who took their parents to court. I'm talking about taking Mom, you're embarrassing me, to a whole new level. Stay tuned, because things are about to get legally hilarious. Our first case takes us all the way to France, the land of croissants, romance, and apparently suing your parents for bad Christmas gifts. That's right, one brave, or should I say ballsy teenager decided to take the whole naughty or nice thing to a whole new legal level. This kid was not messing around. He actually sued his parents for not getting him the Christmas gifts he asked for. Can you imagine? Your Honor, I specifically requested the limited edition, diamond-encrusted video game console, and all I got was this lousy sweater. I mean, talk about setting the bar high for holiday expectations, right? This kid's Christmas list probably came with a lawyer's retainer fee attached. We're talking about a whole new level of, I'll sue you! It's like, honey, where's the eggnog and where's my lawyer? Before we dive deeper into these quirky lawsuits, my friends, if you could hit that like button and subscribe to our channel, it would be immensely appreciated. It really helps a young channel like ours grow and continue bringing you more fun content. Alright, next up on Kids in Court, we have a teenager who thought that being grounded was, well, a violation of his human rights. This kid was benched for skipping school, and instead of accepting his punishment like a normal teenager, he decided to sue his parents. I guess detention just wasn't cutting it anymore. He wanted justice, he wanted freedom, he wanted a trip to the local amusement park. Yep, you heard that right. This kid's legal defense was basically, my punishment is that I can't go on roller coasters? Unacceptable. He argued that his parents owed him a fun day out to make up for the emotional distress of being grounded. I mean, I guess missing out on the latest TikTok trends can be traumatizing, right? But come on, an amusement park? This kid was playing a whole different game, and it wasn't legal. Spoiler alert, the court didn't see it his way. Shocker, I know, right? Turns out judges aren't really swayed by arguments like, but Your Honor, the new roller coaster is supposed to be epic, bro. This kid thought he had a slam dunk case, but the judge was all like, nope, try again. I guess skipping school and then demanding a reward trip to Six Flags isn't exactly a winning legal strategy. Who knew? This case was a wild ride from start to finish, and in the end, it taught us all a valuable lesson. Don't try to outsmart the law, especially when it comes to your parents and their questionable parenting techniques. And maybe, just maybe, don't skip school. Just a thought. Facebook photo embarrassment. Alright folks, buckle up for another case of kids in court. This time, we're jetting off to Austria, where a teenager took her parents to court over embarrassing Facebook photos. You know, the ones where you're in your awkward phase, rocking braces, and a questionable haircut. We've all been there. This savvy teen claimed it was an invasion of privacy. She argued her parents were broadcasting her most embarrassing moments for the world to see. So what did the judge say? The court ruled in favor of the teenager, stating parents need to respect their children's privacy. The lesson here is, parents, think twice before you hit that post button. Family and social media can be a volatile mix. Let's move on to our next case, where the stakes are even higher. College tuition. College tuition! Get ready for a legal battle that's sure to hit close to home, folks. We're talking college tuition, the ultimate financial burden. This time, an American college student decided to sue her parents because they refused to foot the bill for her education. Can you believe it? This student argued that her parents were obligated to pay for her college experience, even though she had already moved out and was living on her own. Talk about adding insult to injury. I mean, we all know college is expensive, but suing your parents over it? That's a bold move, Cotton. This case really sparked a debate, folks. Is college a parental responsibility, or is it up to each individual to figure out how to pay for their own education? It's a tough question, and there's no easy answer. So, did this student manage to convince the court that her parents were financially responsible for her higher education? Drumroll, please. The answer is no. The judge ruled in favor of the parents, stating that they were not legally obligated to pay for their adult child's college tuition. I guess the court decided that sometimes you have to learn the hard way, even when it comes to student loans. Hey, at least she learned a valuable lesson about personal responsibility, right? And who knows, maybe she'll write a best-selling memoir about her experience. From lawsuit to graduation, how I learned to pay my own way. But seriously folks, this case highlights the very real struggle that many students face when it comes to affording college. It's a complex issue with no easy solutions. But hey, maybe we can all agree that suing your parents probably isn't the best way to solve the student debt crisis. Now, let's move on to our next case, where the legal battle takes on a whole new level of virtual reality. Get ready for a showdown over video game time. Attention all gamers! This next case is for you. We're heading up north to Canada where a young gamer decided to sue his parents over, get this, video game restrictions. That's right, he took his parents to court because they had the audacity to set limits on his screen time. This kid claimed that his parents' strict video game curfew was a violation of his rights. I mean, I get it, video games are awesome, but suing your parents over them? That's next level. This kid was ready to battle it out in court for his right to game all night long. This case really brings up an interesting question. How much control should parents have over their kids' screen time? It's a debate that's raging in households all over the world. Are you team parents or team gamers? So, did this young gamer manage to convince the court that he deserved unlimited gaming privileges? Did he unlock the secret level of legal victory? Not quite. The judge ruled in favor of the parents, upholding their right to set reasonable limits on their child's video game time. I guess the court decided that parental controls aren't just for video games, am I right? Sometimes you need them for real life too, but hey, at least this kid can say he fought for his right to game. Maybe he can use this experience as inspiration for his future career as a video game lawyer. Trust fund. Baby, more like trust fund maybe? Alright folks, buckle up for this one. We're jetting off to the UK, where one savvy teen thought he cracked the code to early retirement. This kid, let's call him Sir Spend-A-Lot, decided to take his parents to court over access to his trust fund. That's right, he wanted that sweet, sweet inheritance money like yesterday. He argued it was his by right, his golden ticket to a life of luxury. I mean, who needs college when you have a trust fund, am I right? Just picture him practicing his polo swing and yacht shopping online. But hold your horses, Sir Spend-A-Lot. Turns out trust funds come with this little thing called rules. And those rules usually involve, being an adult. Can you imagine the courtroom scene? The judge was probably like, you want your trust fund? First, go clean your room. I bet his parents were just thrilled. It's like, we're trying to teach you about responsible spending, and you're suing us? Guess we're having fish sticks for dinner again. So did our boy Sir Spend-A-Lot win his case and become the envy of every teenager in the UK? Spoiler alert, not a chance. The judge ruled in favor of the parents, upholding the terms of the trust. I can practically hear the parents saying, don't worry son, we'll put the money to good use. Like finally fixing that leaky faucet you ignore. Parental priorities. I bet this kid was grounded so fast his head spun. This case just goes to show folks that trust funds aren't always a free pass to Easy Street. Sometimes they come with a side of life lessons and a heaping helping of wait your turn. But hey, at least Sir Spend-A-Lot got his 15 minutes of fame, right? Even if it was in a courtroom instead of on a yacht. Puppy love gone wrong. Get ready for some serious puppy dog eyes, folks, because we're heading down under to Australia for this case. One heartbroken girl decided to sue her parents after they gave away her beloved dog. I mean, we've all been there, right? You beg your parents for a pet, promise to take care of it, and then, well, sometimes life gets in the way. But this girl wasn't letting go without a fight. She took her parents to court, claiming emotional distress and a broken heart. I can just picture the courtroom scene, lawyers arguing about canine companionship, the judge sneaking peeks at dog videos on his phone. It's enough to make you say, "Aw," and "oh no" at the same time, And the parents? Talk about being stuck between a rock and a hard place. On one hand, they probably felt terrible about giving away the dog, but on the other hand, they were probably thinking, we're being sued by our own child. Over a dog? So did this girl win back the love of her life, or at least the dog version of it? Sadly, no. The court ultimately sided with the parents, ruling that they had the right to make decisions about pet ownership. I'm sure there were a lot of disappointed dog lovers out there after that verdict. But hey, at least it wasn't all bad news. Rumor has it that the dog ended up with a loving family that showers him with treats and belly rubs. And as for the girl, well, she learned a valuable lesson about the legal system, and maybe about the importance of picking up after your pet. Who knows? maybe she even got a new puppy out of the deal. A win-win, right? This name bites. Hold on to your hats, folks, because this next case is a real head-scratcher. We're talking name changes, teenage angst, and a whole lot of courtroom drama. One American teenager decided he'd had enough of his name. He was tired of the teasing, the jokes, the endless playground torment. So, what did he do? He did what any rational teenager would do. He sued his parents. That's right, he took them to court, demanding the right to a brand new name. I guess he figured, if Cinderella can change her destiny, I can change my name. I can only imagine the look on his parents' faces when they got that court summons. They were probably like, "We gave you life and this is how you thank us." By dragging us to court over a name we carefully chose from a baby name book, this case really makes you wonder, what kind of name could cause such a legal uproar? Was it something truly unfortunate like Bertram or Ethel? Or maybe something a little too unique like Sparkle Nugget or Captain Awesome? Well folks, the details of the name were never released to the public, so we may never know the true culprit behind this legal battle. But one thing's for sure, this case sparked a lot of debate about parental rights, personal identity, and the power of a name. In the end, the judge ruled in favor of the parents, stating that they had the right to name their child. The teenager was stuck with his name, but hey, at least he got a good story out of it, right? And who knows? Maybe all the media attention helped him embrace his unique name. After all, there's something to be said for standing out from the crowd, even if it starts with a name that makes people chuckle. And hey, if all else fails, there's always the witness protection program. Just kidding. Kind of. Alright folks, buckle up for this one. We've got a kid who's taking his parents to court over, wait for it, his vegan diet. This kid's saying his leafy greens and tofu pups are affecting his grades. I guess he's not getting enough brain power from broccoli. Maybe he's just hangry. Someone get this kid a veggie burger, stat. And a lawyer, apparently. Can you imagine being a parent and getting served with legal papers because your kid wants a cheeseburger? Talk about a dinner time dilemma. This is why I stick to pizza, folks. No lawsuits, just happy taste buds. I'm telling you, this generation is something else. So, this kid's argument is that his vegan diet is making him tired and sluggish, which is affecting his schoolwork. I mean, I get it. Sometimes I eat a big plate of spaghetti and fall asleep right after. But sue my parents? Come on, this case really makes you wonder, can you sue for lack of sugar rush? This whole situation is bananas. I'm just waiting for the judge to be like, look kid, I've seen your lunchbox. It's a salad, not a prison sentence. And then the kid's lawyer is all, Your Honor, we believe my client's right to chicken nuggets has been violated. It's like something out of a sitcom, I'm telling you. Hold on to your smartphones, everyone, because this next case is straight out of Silicon Valley. We've got a teenager in Italy who decided to sue her parents over, wait for it, social media restrictions. That's right, folks, this kid wants the courts to decide her screen time. Apparently her parents told her she couldn't be on TikTok until her homework was done. Can you imagine such tyranny? I guess she thought, forget the family therapist, I'm going to law school. This is what happens when you give kids Wi-Fi, people. So, this tech-savvy teen is arguing that her parents are violating her right to stay connected, boost her follower count, become a social media influencer. I'm not really sure, but it sounds like a lot of legal jargon for I want more likes. This whole thing begs the question, what's the legal age for a Twitter tantrum? I'm just picturing the courtroom scene now. Your Honor, the defendant, my client's mother, is guilty of excessive use of the no phones at the dinner table rule. This case is wilder than a cat video on YouTube, I'm telling you. Wow, folks. Who knew childhood could be so litigious? We had Christmas gift disputes, grounding grievances, and even a social media showdown. These kids weren't afraid to lawyer up and fight for their, rights. Next time you think your family drama is wild, just remember these kids who took it to court. Have you ever wanted to sue your parents for something ridiculous? Come on, I know you have some stories. Comment below and tell us all about it. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more hilarious legal tales.